It's a privilege to exchange views with you today. We are deeply appreciative of the tireless efforts of India-Japan Parliamentary Friendship League in promoting our relations. I extend my greetings to the association, which is present in strength here. I'm also touched that other members of Parliament and India lovers are also here with us. The presence of all of you reflects the depth of your commitment to India-Japan relations. Friends, my delegation and I have had a very rewarding 4 days in Japan. The warmth and gracious hospitality of our hosts were matched by substantive content of our discussions. I look forward eagerly to my audience with His Majesty the Emperor. India and Japan always enjoyed great relationship. It's not my intention to dwell unduly on history, but a brief foray into the past can remind us of the path of our bilateral interaction which has been traversed so that we understand better where we go from here. Perhaps India's very first exports to Japan were Buddhist relics and scriptures which came from India to the temple in Nara 14 centuries ago. The Zen patriarch whom you revere is our Bodhi Dharma. About a century ago, our scholars Rabindranath Tagore and Tenshin Okakura proclaimed the spiritual oneness of our philosophies of existence. So where do we go from here? Does our partnership have real content, or is it merely a catalogue of the past glories? Within this past year, we have exchanged high-level visits, commenced a comprehensive security dialogue, resumed defense exchanges, and shared perceptions on regional and global issues, including the combating of terrorism. The IT summit in September identified new areas of cooperation in the cutting-edge knowledge-based industry. Our efforts for enhancing mutual understanding and for a multifaceted partnership should extend beyond the governments of our two countries to all sections of society. The people's elected representatives bear a special and important responsibility in this. We appreciate the contacts between our two parliaments and their efforts to foster a. There are some areas where we have different perspectives. This is natural. It doesn't detract from the strength of our commonalities and convergences. In the recent past, we have disagreed on the nuclear tests that India conducted in 1998. We have profound respect for the Japanese people's sentiments shaped by the enormous human tragedy of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Years ago, while expressing my anguish at this horrific carnage, I asked in a poem I wrote in Hindi, the scientists who made the atomic bomb, how could they sleep after they heard of the massive human slaughter in Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Let me inform you that the Indian Parliament even today pays homage to the victims of Hiroshima and Nagasaki by observing 2 minutes silence on every anniversary of these tragedies. Again, if you look at our spiritual traditions, the ideals that inspired our freedom struggle, the ahimsa of Mahatma Gandhi, and India's many well-documented campaigns for peace and disarmament, you can well understand our passionate commitment to a nuclear weapon-free world. Eventually, our divergences are merely on a section of the path towards an identical goal. Our common interests far outweigh our differences. The relationship between Asia's most important democracies is too important for it to be predicated on a single issue. The barbaric terrorist acts of September 11 yet again emphasized the need for pluralistic democracies such as ours to close ranks to protect our way of life against bigotry and intolerance. Our security cooperation, protection of our common commercial sea lanes, and our alliance against international terrorism acquire. The issues arising from the Doha WTO conference raise another set of concerns about globalization accentuated socio-economic disparities in the world and marginalizing the least developed countries. Given India's development experience and Japan's long-standing tradition of assistance to developing countries, India and Japan could together make a valuable contribution to a global dialogue for development. The information and communications technology revolution holds exciting opportunities for India-Japan collaboration. India's cost-effective and innovative software skills can be productively coupled with Japan's undoubted prowess in the hardware industry. I hope the two countries can agree on more liberalized visa and tax regimes for IT professionals and software experts to impart a further impetus to our IT partnership. Our unique complementaries in IT also creates cooperative opportunities in tackling the digital divide which is opening up within countries as well as between them. There is a problem facing both developed and developing countries. The need of the hour is to develop entrepreneurial commercial strategies for reaching the new technologies to all sections of the society. We have already devised such public-private partnerships in India in pursuit of our ambitious target of reaching IT to every part of our vast country by. We invite corporate Japan to participate with corporate India in this unique enterprise which could have applications even beyond our two countries. Together, we can convert the digital divide into a digital opportunity. Friends, I have today tried to convey to you very frankly why we see such a great promise in our natural partnership. We must and look at each other through unstinted glasses and with a mature understanding of our civilization, experiences, strategic convergences, and economic opportunities. After my discussions with the Prime Minister Koizumi and the Japanese leadership, I am encouraged to believe that Japan shares our desire to infuse our global partnership with new vigor. India ready to join with Japan to take up the challenge. Thank you.